Today you'll see training clips, food, chef mum. Let's start the video. The time has come. 7:33 in the morning, set off at 6, well 3 minutes past 6, 12-mile run PR, boom. 83 kilos body weight and 12.01 miles in about 1 hour, 27.5 minutes. The goal is a sub 1 hour and a half marathon, which is 13.1 miles, which is certainly achievable. But it's to prove to people that I can run just as fast, if not slightly quicker, 20 kilos heavier than when I was first into running about 6-7 years ago, and I was roughly 63 kilos and now I'm about 83 kilos. Quick tip for running as well: if you don't like it, then when you're running, just imagine that you're being chased by something, or imagine you're a superhero, and then you'll automatically run 1 minute faster every single mile. Maybe.
Nice.
I've got a bit of explaining to do a bit later about where I am currently and where I'm doing outside personal training. But I've got to tell you a couple of things. First of all, I was injured on my run, just here. You wouldn't believe it, a line came out of nowhere and then I was like, whoa, threw in some ninja moves, I knocked it out, then I just kept running. Only got a claw to the arm, maybe. What? I was attacked by a bramble bush when I was trying to cross a road. But the treat before I start personal training, after my 12-mile run, this is like an active recovery day, so I don't do any weights. This is the middle of the week, and that's really helped me with my training. And I'm going to break down my run a little bit later on. But I have one of these Kenko sachets. It's got milk, coffee, and I believe that's it inside it. All you do is tear open the sachet, it's 84 calories. Add it to some ice cold water, so I put ice in this water before I leave in the morning. Well, I do it the night before. Add it to the water. And then you have a very creamy, nicely flavoured iced coffee. Oh my days. When you're thirsty after a run, want some caffeine, and you like iced coffee, you're on to a winner. Now, 8 o'clock, I've got to start my first personal training session.
One eternity later.
It's currently evening time, and at the moment this is where I'm doing my personal training. So I've got a field on this side, field on this side, and then I'm able to rent this building. Well, there's a room within the building that I rent, and here's the equipment that I'm currently using. So I've got the mats, a barbell, weights that go up to about 130 kilos, metal, and then I've got plastic plates. Then I've got squat stands, bike, the row machine. This is my bike. Guess how much? £25. Really good deal. Then obviously this is where the field, where football training happens. And if we go around here, this is where I'm storing weights in this part of the room. Got the bench over here, got my hyperextension decline bench, and then I've got a pull-up bar which I got for £20 off Gumtree, which has been really good as well. Obviously I'm only allowed to train people outside at the moment, so I just store the equipment in here, train people outside. It's pretty good at the moment. I feel very fortunate to be able to do work. Looking forward to being able to be back inside and training people outside, but for the time being it does the job. Alright team, it's 9:05 in the evening. I've just got back from work. When I say work, there's a good saying, I think it's an entrepreneurial saying, that if you enjoy what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. So basically, I never go to work, I just like to train people during the day. For those of you who are the OGs, you'll remember that I completely destroyed the garden by training people with the equipment I had in this side passage. And what's happened now is obviously I've moved to a rented facility, and we're actually helping to grow the grass back. So I'm going to insert a clip here of what the garden used to look like, especially in the rainiest of weathers. There was AstroTurf down, there's a long strip of AstroTurf people used to run up and down, and then a square of AstroTurf where people used to do the weights exercises, and then the side passage was used if it was really rainy. But now look at it. Ta-da! So the grass is growing slowly by slowly, but it's a massive improvement to what it was before. Epic garden transformation.
And hold me in your arms, sending flowers to me. Send me those flowers.
I'm going to explain this workout to you, and it's quite funny because it looks like I'm in the jungle with all these plants around. I think Mum's growing something. And then I'm going to elaborate a bit more about where I'm personal training. But here you are seeing a personal record, because I don't think I've tried this before. Set of 7 pull-ups with 22.5 kilos in between my legs. And it started to rub on my quads, and yes, it was very painful. Then moved on to 100 dumbbell snatches with 22.5 kilos for time. Again, just pacing it, not going too crazy with the intensity. I've done this before, and I think I did it in about like 3 low 3-ish minutes. And it's a workout I've tried before, so it's good fun. Really gets the heart rate going. That's why you saw that little shrug there, being like, "Oh, that was okay." Then I did 5 sets of 30 dumbbell swings with a 22.5 kilo dumbbell, and then into 30 kipping handstand push-ups. Actually, I should explain that I've got a pair of 22.5 kilo hex dumbbells, just because of during lockdown it's been really, really useful for training. And then after this, you're going to see me doing some more weighted pull-ups, then some kipping pull-ups, as well as some weighted dips with 22.5 kilo dumbbell. But as I was saying, elaborating on where I'm doing personal training, it's really good. It's close to where my house is. There's a room I can use, but obviously I can't use that at the moment because I'm only allowed to do personal training outside. And that has been so good because lockdown has encouraged people to train outside more, which I think is really great for well-being, rather than being inside a gym. And I was doing it before lockdown anyway, training people outside. That was almost like my unique selling point. But honestly, a lot of people do it, and I think it's great to promote training people outside and doing more training outside. So I've got quite a lot of equipment available to me, fortunately, because I've accumulated it across the years. And it's really great fun, to be honest. And I'm enjoying training at the same time and just trying to improve on some skills. Actually, you are going to see it in some future videos, but I'm getting really close to my first bar muscle up. But what I'm starting to realise now is that it's not a pull-up, even though lots of people have told me in the past. But actually getting your body used to feeling it proprioceptively has been super, super useful. But I'd really like to know how your training has been going, especially during quarantine, and how you've adapted your training, because it's really cool to tell people about my own training with videos, but I really want to kind of build a community and encourage one another with the trainings methods that we're using during lockdown. Yeah, this 22.5 kilo dumbbell dips, they were pretty difficult. I think I did sets of 6. Thank you so much, though, for watching the video. Your support means the absolute world. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Flowers to me.